time for one more crazy review. Um, in my crazy reviews, the ratings are either sane, a little crazy, crazy, and me, batshit crazy, like bipolar PTSD with some schizophrenia on the side. Alrighty then. So, before we get to today's movie, I want to show you a little coaster I picked up at Days of the Dead for Creep Show. Love Creep Show, one of my favorite horror films. It'd be up there, probably in the top 20 at least. Um, Today's movie is going to be Body Double by Brian De Palma from 1984, um, with a wonderful breakout role for Melanie Griffith, who won a few awards for it. It should have been up for the Oscar, but Oscar probably didn't like the content of this movie and didn't nominate her because of it. It stars Craig Wasson, or Wasson, I'm not sure how you say it, but from you'll probably know him best as the Doctor in Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, who's trying to help everybody. Um, he stars as a man who has just found out his wife has cheated on him, played by Barbara Crampton of From Beyond, a big horror icon. Um, he runs into this guy at a bar who he's also seen when he's going for acting auditions that tells him he needs somebody to house sit for him while he's away. And of course, he needs a place to stay, so it all works out. He goes to stay there. Before the guy leaves, he tells him, well, there's a special feature to this house. Just look in this telescope here. There's a girl just across the way who does this interesting routine every night. And he starts watching her. And this character, Gloria Revelle, played by Deborah Shelton. She won either Miss USA or Miss America one of those years ago. But her voice is dubbed by Helen Shaver, um, which to ruin the sexualness of her voice. She plays the voice of Littlefoot's mother in The Land Before Time. Anyway, strange side trivia. Anyway, he watches her and starts following her a la Hitchcock. Um, you can tell he takes influences from Hitchcock, from Werner Herzog, Argento. Uh, you can see all the influences in there as you're watching it. But I think it's one of Brian De Palma's most underrated films, and was definitely controversial for some of the particular things that happen in it. And if you haven't seen the movie, you must do yourself a favor and see it. Some of the other stars in it, you got Dennis Franz from NYPD Blue, a couple of cameos from porn stars. Again, we mentioned Barbara Crampton. Um, and a very interesting note about this film is it's quoted a lot in the novel American Psycho from Bret Easton Ellis. If anyone's seen the film with Christian Bale that it was based on. In the book, he references Body Double more than once, as it's one of Patrick Bateman's favorite movies, which probably lets you know a little bit about what you're getting into as well. Um, Brian De Palma had the idea for the film after he did Dress to Kill and was watching one of his body doubles for Angie Dickinson and what would it did for her shower scene and the infamy of it. And this is where his idea built to make this movie. And I think my favorite sequence in it, there's a wonderful sequence with Frankie Goes to Hollywood, the 80s band that did the song Relax, which you may never see the same again after watching this movie. But Body Double is awesome. It's so rewatchable, so of its time. Um, I think it's very underrated, and some people just got mad because of the similarities to, well, the strong similarities to Rear Window, Vertigo, and other films. But hey, it was a good idea, and maybe he stole a little bit, but he did something good with it, and it's a very interesting, mysterious little thriller with Definitely some crazy aspects in there. I'm going to rate it a little crazy, which isn't to say, there's not some crazy going on. I really think it's a great movie and you should see it for sure. Um, yes, Body Double. I rate it a little crazy. I'm just getting used to all this stuff, so that's mostly for fun. But if you like it, subscribe, and all that crap that people say. I probably won't say that again because I hate hearing it after every video. But this is mostly for myself. And bye.